Hello, I'm back with another story from Proceed with Caution. The story I've chosen is Square Go the Baboon. So let's not waste any time and get on about it. Square Go the Baboon. Here we go. That'll be right. You've got a baboon kept in a storage container. James is having a conversation with some travellers he's just met in a bar in Glasgow's south side. A fucking baboon? You joking? They weren't fucking joking. Ian, the leader of the crew, explains to James the ins and outs of owning a baboon. Fuck's sake. How they ended up with a baboon. That's for another time. Ian explains that they're trying to think of ways to make some money with it, or they're just going to end up shooting it. The plan is, says Ian, we're going to find some mad bastards who think they're as hard as fuck to fight the baboon. The winner takes the purse. We'll put up 10 grand, the mad hard bastard and his crew put up 10 grand. The rules are no weapons allowed. You go into the container, fight the baboon, you either knock the thing out or you shout to be let out of the cage. It's that simple. And we hear that you're the man to see as you have connections to the dark side of life. You've got a finger in all the pies, as they say. What we would like from you is to go round all your connections and find out if any of them have, in amongst their muscle, anyone mad enough to fight a fucking baboon for 10 grand. Oh. James is well connected with the underworld of Glasgow. He's been involved in that sort of thing his whole life. He does know a man who knows a man who can get you whatever illegal thing takes your fancy. But finding someone to fight a baboon, this was a new one. I'll need to watch how I approach this, or people will think I'm losing my mind, thinks James. Firstly, he decides to visit his local boxing gym. He's got a few friends and contacts there. It's a busy evening at the boxing training and the club is packed. James spots his good friend Alex. All right, Alex, my friend, much happening tonight? Just another busy night at the boxing, same old. What about yourself? What are you up to? Nothing much, replies James, just floating about. I've got the possibility of a wee prize fight if any of the boys might be interested. You know we don't entertain that kind of stuff in here, James. What's brought you here to ask me that? You know the score. Well, this is a wee bit different, Alex. I'm not even sure how to put it to you. James, just tell me what it is. I've got a busy night here. All right, Alex, do any of the boys fancy a prize fight for a 10 grand purse? 10 fucking grand? Who the fuck have they got to fight? Well, this is where it gets a bit odd. It's not who they have to fight, it's what. They would have to fight a baboon in a container. I'm just telling you how it is. That's what it is. Fight a baboon in a container. James, get the fuck out of here now. I don't know what's up with you. Go and get some help. You're getting worse. Now fuck off. James fucks off. That didn't go well at all, thinks James. Maybe this baboon thing is going to be a bit more problematic than I first thought. Well, I knew it wasn't normal, but for fuck's sake, it's not that strange, is it? As he's strolling along the main road, it just so happens he fancies a couple of pints and heads to his local bar. James orders a pint and retreats to a quiet spot in the corner. Who the fuck can I find that would be up for fighting a baboon and allowing me to collect my finder's fee from the mad travellers? Just at that, the pub door opens and in walks Mad Stevie. Mad Stevie is well known locally. In fact, Mad Stevie is well known all over Glasgow. His reputation as a hard bastard has been well established for some years now. He's seen off plenty pretenders to his throne of being the maddest bastard around. These days, most people just accept that this crazy fucker is just a crazy fucker. James can't remember if the mad bastard is now associating with a particular crew or gang. From what he can remember, Stevie was always freelance, ready to do some poor bastard if the money was right. Maybe, just maybe, this is the man for the job. James approaches him where he's standing at the bar. All right, Stevie, how's tricks? How you doing, James? What's happening? Well, Stevie boy, I just recently had an interesting conversation with some travellers, and they've asked me to help them out with something. That something is a bit fucking nutty, to say the least. However, it is what it is. When I saw you come in here, I thought Stevie might just be the man to point me in the right direction with this. You shouldn't get fucking mixed up with the travellers. You know they're all fucking mad. Hearing Stevie call someone mad almost put me into a fit of laughter. I kept it in though. I value my life. Aye, Stevie, I hear what you're saying. But it was an interesting proposition they had. Okay, tell me what it is, and I'll tell you if I can help you with it. Mind now, says James. It was the travellers who put this to me. They've got a fucking baboon kept in a storage container, and they're wanting to put its fighting skills to the test. It's an old thing. According to them, there's no much life left in the poor fucker. With the offer of a wee finder's fee, they've asked me to find someone to fight it. 10 grand put down by the travellers and 10 grand put down by the challenger. Winner takes all. Stevie seems to listen to every word, and now there was a pause. Was this mad bastard going to go for it? I'll fight the fucker, says Stevie, then takes a swig of his pint as if he's just agreed to a game of fives. This fucking lunatic was going to go for it. Game on. As soon as James is up the road, he's on the phone with Ian, leader of the Travellers crew. Ian's delighted, and they agree on a date, a week on Saturday for the big fight. Cash money to be brought along on the day of the fight, money to be held by a neutral and presented to the winner. No fucking about. James then phones Stevie, tells him a week on Saturday, cash money, no fucking about, winner takes all, and that was that. That was how the weirdest fucking thing James has ever been involved in came about. Fight day. James makes his way down to the yard on fight day. What mayhem was going to take place today was anybody's guess. He'd heard that Mad Stevie hadn't been near the pub. The crazy bastard had been seen out jogging like a fucking lunatic. Anyway, the place is mobbed. There must be about 100 travellers, all fucking mental, all eager to bet on the outcome once they've eyed up Stevie. James spots Ian and walks over for a wee catch-up of what the plan is. Ian explains that once Stevie and whatever gang he's taken up with arrive, there will be a quick run-through of the rules. The boys can all get a look at Stevie, and the bets can start to change hands. Sounds fair enough. Just at that moment, Mad Stevie arrives. He's with Tam and his crew. Tam must have taken on Stevie as his man, putting the money up. Tam and Ian have a wee chinwag, and the money is handed to the neutral, who takes a seat to count through the cash. At this point, the noise and excitement are starting to build. The travellers are passing the drink around, and joints are being smoked. Coke is being snorted. They're here to enjoy the spectacle. Mad Stevie is being encouraged to strip to the waist as the boys want to see what he's made of. Come on, big chap, let's fucking see what you've got. Stevie strips off and starts to stretch and warm up. He starts some shadow boxing, showing his speed and footwork. In all fairness, Stevie is in good shape, and he can move. The travellers can see this man is no mug. There's plenty of betting taking place, and from what I can gather, Stevie has made a good impression, as some of the bets are going on him for a win. I'm just praying that whatever's going to happen is going to happen without too much trouble. Tam and his gang will be carrying weapons, for sure. Then the moment arrives for the unveiling of the baboon, and Ian pulls the container door open. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The baboon is a monster, a big, huge fucking male in the prime of its life, well looked after and bristling with animal aggression. It is one formidable looking scary motherfucker with two big fangs. I'm scared of this thing. It's bouncing about in its cage, sensing something is going to be taking place. Surely to fuck Stevie's not going to get through with this. Stevie is surrounded by Tam and his gang of about 20 men, and they're helping him stretch off and offering words of encouragement. Stevie's staring over at the cage, eyeing up his opponent. 10 more minutes for betting, shouts Ian. Then the fight will begin. The time ticks by as all bets are placed. Then a voice roars. Time, gentlemen, no more bets. Let's get ready to rumble, as they say. The crowd surrounds the entrance to the container. It's on a large platform, a few feet up, easy for all to see the action. Stevie steps forward and walks toward the cage where Ian is waiting to let him in. Stevie's worked up a good sweat and looks like he's going to give this his best shot. Ian asks him if he's ready. The baboon is going fucking mental, swinging about, banging things, screaming. Its fangs look horrifying. This is indeed a wild, ferocious animal. Ian unlocks the section where the food gets put, and Stevie steps in. He's on his own now. And it's up to him to slide back the panel and enter the main section to start the fight. Ian locks the door behind Stevie. Stevie takes a breath, slides back the panel, and enters the main section. Time stands still. Everything goes silent. The baboon is frozen to the spot, its evil stare penetrating Stevie. Boom! It's on Stevie, teeth sunk right into his shoulder. Stevie's screaming in agony as he's punching it in the head. He breaks free and catches the baboon with a ferocious shot to the face, thumb right into the baboon's eye. It's stunned and steps back in retreat. The crowd let up a big cheer. Game on. The baboon comes at him again, screaming, screeching, fangs glistening in the light. It swipes at Stevie and tears a large piece of flesh from his face. You can see his jawbone exposed. Stevie's fucking enraged. They lock together and roll along the cage floor. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Stevie has now sunk his teeth into the baboon's face and is trying to tear off the baboon's flesh. This is fucking nuts. The crowd is in a frenzy, shouting, screaming. The baboon lets out some kind of a screaming noise I can't explain, animalistic, dark, evil. Stevie fights to his feet and staggers back. He's not looking good. One of his eyes is hanging loose, dangling by some threads or whatever it is that holds your eyes in. It's a horror show. Someone shouts, "Get him the fuck out of there before that thing kills him." Stevie reaches up and pushes his eye back into place. As he does this, the baboon screams in a high pitch of evil and lunges at Stevie. Stevie reaches into the back of his trousers and pulls out what looks to be a knife. The crowd has completely lost it by now, and everyone is screaming, "Get Stevie out!" Then they see the knife that Stevie has pulled out from the back of his trousers. As the baboon comes at him, Stevie stabs it in the face. The knife must have been about 8 inches long, and only the handle is now visible. He has embedded it right up to the hilt. Ian, the leader of the travellers, is furious and he's shouting, "You dirty bastard! No fucking weapons!" The baboon has fallen backwards and is obviously dying, the blade penetrating right through to its brain. It's screeching and screaming some death noise. It's painful listening to this horrifying tone. The baboon has gone quiet. The crowd go quiet, stunned. No one can believe what they have just witnessed. Ian breaks the silence. "I fucking told you, no weapons, you bastard." He unlocks the cage and pulls Stevie out. Now we have a situation. Stevie has stabbed the baboon and it's dead. The rules were no weapons. Someone's not getting 10 grand. Tam and his crew of about 20 men are told, in no uncertain terms, to fuck off. Tam has enough sense and some understanding of self-preservation. He signals to his men that it's time to leave. Mad Stevie doesn't get to leave. He broke the rules and will be dealt with traveller style. Although a few years have passed since this incredible tale took place, the legend of Mad Stevie lives on, his exploits and legacy gathering momentum. He's become something of a cult hero in these parts, and adding to the folklore surrounding him is the fact that he was never seen again after the fight with the baboon. Rumour has it that Stevie decided to lead the life of a traveller and moved away with them to pastures new. However, if, for some crazy reason, a team of archaeologists are digging in that old yard in the future, they may just maybe come across a human skeleton in a loving embrace with a baboon. And that will give them something to think about. Yeah, what would the Darwinians think of that? Anyway, that was a bit mental. So, if you made it to the end with me, I salute you. Thank you.